Millions of drivers pour fuel injector cleaner into their tank every few months because a mechanic told them to, or because a bottle on the shelf promised more power and better mileage. Almost none of them know that on certain engines, that same bottle can clog a catalytic converter, damage an oxygen sensor, or strip a seal that was never designed to touch a solvent that strong. This isn't a video telling you injector cleaner's a scam. It's a video telling you exactly when it helps, exactly when it hurts, and how to know which situation your car is actually in before you twist that cap open.
Fuel injectors are small, precise nozzles that spray a fine mist of fuel into the engine, timed to the millisecond. Over time, that fuel leaves behind gum, varnish, and carbon residue inside the injector itself. Fuel injector cleaner is a solvent mixed directly into the gas tank that's meant to dissolve those deposits from the inside as the fuel flows through. That's the basic idea, and for a huge number of cars, it works exactly as advertised. But the story changes once you introduce two things: the type of engine you're driving and how much of the product you're using.
GDI engines, or gasoline direct injection engines, are where this gets complicated. Unlike older port-injected engines, GDI engines spray fuel directly into the combustion chamber instead of the intake port. That design gives you better fuel economy and more power, but it also means the deposits that build up aren't sitting where a tank-poured cleaner can easily reach them. The problem for GDI engines is that deposits form predominantly on the backside of the intake valves and injector tips, deep within the combustion chamber. And most standard pour-into-the-tank cleaners designed for older port injection engines primarily work in the fuel system itself, rather than reaching those spots. So if you're driving a modern direct injection engine and pouring in a bottle meant for a car from 15 years ago, you're not cleaning the part of the engine that actually needs it.
The catalytic converter is where a lot of the real damage stories start. Chronically clogged injectors and intake valves put extra stress on components like catalytic converters, which can become damaged trying to handle increased emissions, along with piston rings and cylinder walls, potentially shortening the engine's overall lifespan. That sounds like an argument for using cleaner more often, but it goes both ways. Original equipment manufacturers have cautioned that strong solvents can strip protective coatings from Teflon-lined fuel rails or erode high-pressure pump seals in direct injection systems. And catalytic converters run hotter when the combustion chamber sees a solvent-rich mixture, with repeated treatments potentially shortening catalyst life. So the same part that suffers from neglect can also suffer from overcorrection. The deposits themselves aren't the enemy. Uncontrolled buildup and uncontrolled solvent exposure are both the enemy, just from opposite directions.
Overuse is the single most common way people damage their own engines with a product that's supposed to help them. Overusing fuel injector cleaners can lead to deposits building up on the catalytic converter, reducing efficiency and potentially causing emissions issues. And to avoid potential damage, these products should only be used as recommended by the manufacturer. Fuel injector cleaner is formulated for occasional use, not a monthly ritual. Pouring in double the recommended dose because you assume more is better, or treating your tank every single fill-up because a bottle was on sale, moves you from maintenance into risk territory fast.
Oxygen sensors sit downstream of the combustion chamber, constantly reading how much unburned fuel is passing through your exhaust. The harsh chemicals in some injector cleaners can damage delicate engine sensors, such as oxygen sensors and mass airflow sensors, causing their readings to become inaccurate and resulting in engine performance problems. That means the same product meant to fix a rough idle can, in the wrong dose or the wrong engine, cause a new rough idle a few weeks later, and most drivers never connect the two events.
Real-world reports back this up in a way that a spec sheet never fully captures. One driver, using an intake valve cleaner on their GDI-equipped SUV every spring, described developing an oxygen sensor code about a month after treatment and ended up needing the catalytic converter replaced, which they later connected to dissolved carbon from the intake valve stems, damaging the converter over repeated treatments. That's not a one-off internet horror story engineered to scare you away from maintenance. It's a pattern mechanics have documented enough that several manufacturers, with Ford being among the most vocal, strongly advise against certain spray-in intake valve cleaning methods on GDI engines altogether. Stay with me here, because this next part is where most videos on this topic completely drop the ball. They either tell you injector cleaner is dangerous and leave it there, or they tell you it's totally safe and leave it there. Neither answer is honest. The real answer depends on three things: what kind of fuel system your car has, what your manufacturer actually recommends, and what problem you're trying to solve in the first place. Your owner's manual is the single most underused tool in this entire conversation. Toyota's Technical Service Bulletin EG063-06 states that fuel induction cleaning is unnecessary unless diagnosing a specific drivability issue. And General Motors Service Bulletin 13-06-04-003.
Cheap, unverified cleaners are where the risk multiplies past anything a name brand product will do to you. Lab analysis of bargain brand cleaners sold online has revealed kerosene, heavy aromatics, and trace metals that raise particulate emissions. And concentrated solvents can thin engine oil when burned, lowering viscosity and accelerating wear. This is the part nobody mentions when they're recommending a random bottle they saw in a video. It's not just about whether injector cleaner as a category is safe. It's about whether the specific bottle in your hand was formulated by a company that tested it properly, or bottled cheaply and sold on volume. Now here's the part where this video actually becomes useful instead of just alarming. Reputable, manufacturer-tested cleaners exist specifically because they were engineered around these exact risks. One widely used product line is marketed as safe for catalytic converters and oxygen sensors, suitable for both carburetor and fuel-injected spark ignition engines, and recommended for use roughly every 1,000 miles rather than as a constant additive. That distinction between safe for these components and not tested at all is exactly what separates a helpful maintenance product from a bottle that quietly damages the part it claims to protect. GDI-specific products also exist for a reason, and if you actually own a direct injection engine, using a generic tank cleaner instead of one built for your fuel system is like taking medicine designed for a completely different condition. Certain GDI-focused intake valve and turbo cleaners are formulated to be... The car sitting in your driveway right now is either a good candidate for injector cleaner, a car that needs a completely different product, or a car that doesn't need this treatment at all. The only way to know which one you're dealing with is to actually look, instead of pouring in a bottle because a commercial made it sound like a habit every responsible car owner should have. That 30 seconds of checking your manual and your fuel system type is the difference between a car that runs cleaner for the next 50,000 miles and a repair bill for a catalytic converter that never needed to fail in the first place.